Now the first question says, I am a cross-country mountain bike rider and I am 35 years old. It says I am worried about my heart rate. I have a max heart rate of 200. I love pushing the pace, but I get a sore chest sometimes. I find it hard knowing how to train my heart to be lower but still be able to push. I hope that makes sense. Well, if you're getting a sore chest pains, tightness on your chest, trouble breathing, which kind of sounds like your standard interval session, but if you are getting chest pain like you're describing and you're worried about it, I would say go and see a doctor right now. When you are an endurance athlete and you're putting your heart under stress, what can happen is that any predisposed heart conditions can start to come to the surface. If you were a normal 35-year-old going about your day-to-day business, you would probably never know that you had a heart condition. But when you push yourself physically, then heart conditions can start to show themselves. And there have been a number of endurance athletes with heart conditions, and to be fair, they probably would never have known that they had them if they were just your normal Joe Bloggs in your street. So number one rule is, if you have chest pains, go and get it checked out, firstly by a doctor who will be able to refer you to a cardiologist. So how do you train your heart rate to be lower but still be able to push? This is all about developing firstly that base endurance, and then on top of that developing your anaerobic threshold. Now it's not about training your heart rate to be lower, because what will happen is you'll find that it never gets easier, so to speak. You just end up going faster. So while your heart rate will be lower at an absolute intensity, let's say you're riding along at 100 watts, as your fitness improves, your heart rate at that sub-maximal intensity will drop in comparison. But when it comes to race day, or when it comes to doing your interval sets, you won't just go out and ride at that low intensity. You're going to ride harder. So there will be a decrease in your heart rate at a given intensity, let's say 200 watts, but when it comes to it, you're not going to just go that hard forever from that point. You're going to push as hard as you can, which will be higher absolutely, and you're going to feel the same. You're going to have to work as hard to get there. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure if it did. I'm not sure if it even answered the question, to be honest. But what I would say is, if you're in doubt about these chest pains that you're getting, get them checked out so that you know 100% that it's not going to be a problem.